We're out of here. We're running all the way out. Where even are we going? I don't even know where we're going. We're just going. Going all the way back home. We're going back to Pallet Town. We are out of there. Oh dear, I can't run these distances. I'm more of a sprinter. Looks like you've got time to catch a breath. Princess, please do not resist. Useless soldier, your words fall on deaf ears. Great, more of them. I have known you since your childhood, Princess, and have always been friendly to you. The prince has ordered me to kill your companions on the spot, thus I make you a final offer. Come with me voluntarily and I will spare their lives for the time being. You will be able to plead for them in front of the prince himself. Do not believe a word he says, Len. No sooner are you out of sight, they slit our throats. I'm sorry, Kylian. I know General Guston well. He would keep his promise. What are you trying to say? General, I will go with you if you spare my friends. You've struck a wise bargain. Len, what are you doing? Do you think we can't fight our way out? Maybe you can, Glenn, but with every battle we fight, we hurt Taran's soldiers, my countrymen. Please put down your weapons. You will go unharmed, I swear. My brother will follow my plea. Alright, everyone, take them into custody. We will be joining the prince at the front. The front? Don't worry, we will be watching the battle from a safe distance on the Aurora. Is that Frederick's wish? What are his reasons for this? I speak in the name of the prince, but I do not know his thoughts. You must ask him yourself. Alright, take me to him. I will make sure that you will go unharmed. Do not worry. At least we now know what the so-called Holy Mother looks like. Celestia. You stand before the prince. Prince? First and foremost, he is my brother, but I'm not even sure of that anymore. As of right now, I see a lump of dirt that has tried to kill my friends. I guess it was them that taught you this choice of words. What do you think of this expression? You are a big pile of crap. How dare you? You of all people here have it the least right to criticize me like that. Who ran away back then because she wanted to see the world? Who left me behind? I alone had to take over our father's tasks from one day to the next. All the responsibility that we could have shared, you put on me. You are selfish and cowardly. You call me selfish and cowardly. I set out to learn something from the world, true, so I wouldn't become the person you are now. Look at you. I know all the stories they tell about you. You execute peasants who can't pay their taxes. You don't let a traitor die alone. You send the whole family to their death, all the while hiding behind your executioners. You have lost all feelings for life and death, Frederick. You are the one who is selfish and cowardly. That is easy for you to say. You say you set out because you didn't want to become like me? When did I have this choice? Answer me one thing, Celestia. If I had been the one to travel the world and you had been the one to sit on the throne, would you have acted differently? This drama is played out. General Guston, I hope you will forget the words that were spoken here. I had invited you, Celestia, to have you at my side at last. I wanted you. Be that as it may. Take her to a cell. Yes, sir. Wait, about my friends. I will hear no more of it. But, enough! Has it come to this, putting your sister into a jail? Why am I even surprised? I was a prisoner in our castle from the beginning. Then you are used to it. Don't think I will let you leave ever again. Move. Why did you bring us here? On the command of His Majesty, you are sentenced to death. What? That wasn't the deal. Where is Len? Where is the princess? We must speak to her. Her princess's wish was turned down by the prince. What is this? Close your eyes. This is our chance. Without any weapons? I have weapons. No need for them. Cameron, that was a close call. What is going on, my friend? Well, Gwaine wanted to interrogate me. Instead, I took this chance to escape. Come, your items are in the chest over there. But how do we leave? There's no airship that we can take. The Aurora has another hangar in the front. Maybe we'll be able to get a ship there. Wait, everyone. Cameron, didn't you say it is too difficult to steal the Grand Grimoire from the palace? I probably said that, yes. Then we need to steal it from here. Are you mad? This is our chance. If we don't act now, another disaster will happen. The prince will use the grimoire in this battle. Glenn, you want to steal the Grand Grimoire right now? We should be happy if we manage to get out of here alive. Actually, he is right. This might be our best chance to get to the stone. It is on the Pegasus. A purple sky armor is holding onto it. Their plan is to bring the stone behind the enemy lines and shatter it. Give me a sky armor and I will find the stone. I'm a good sky armor pilot. He might be even one of the best, it's true. Good, let's go to the front hangar and grab a sky armor for Glenn and an airship for the rest of us. You are all crazy, but fine. Let's at least make haste. I want to leave this place as fast as possible. What now? The prince will never let Len go again. She will be a prisoner for the rest of her life. That's the worst thing you could do to her. So now you want us not only to steal Taran's greatest weapon, but its princess as well? I beg of you. Oh, please, you're even bowing your head. I agree with Rob. She should be here on the airship. Let's find her. We will rescue the princess and steal the stone. Fine by me, but let's move our butts. Thank you. Well, they may have finally done it. They may have finally made an annoying character that I love. Not love. Love is a bit of an exaggeration, but like I said before, Rob is like a frustrating character done right. Usually frustrating characters aren't done very well in RPGs, in my opinion, but I feel like Rob is actually done right, where he's frustrating, but we understand why he's frustrating, and he actually has moments that we like. And he just keeps getting better and better. I'm very curious to see where he ends up. Ooh. He is Steiner vibes with him. I don't think anything could ever beat Steiner for me in terms of like, I mean, I wouldn't call Steiner a frustrating character. Maybe he is, but like, you know, a character that's actively playing against the party and then gets a redemption arc. But like, I don't think there'll ever be a better one than Steiner. But Rob is doing work here in the story. I'm really liking him a lot. We'll see where it goes, but he's making a case for being a very good character. I think, like, it's hard, because I think that if we're going to classify him, I think he is a kind of, like, frustrating, annoying character, quote-unquote. Like, that's what he's supposed to be. But he's so charming that he never really gets to that point. Like, even from the very beginning, when he's, like, fighting you on the airship, or on the, in the theater thing, and he gets, like, blown up by the bomb. Like, he's just so funny and so charming from the very beginning of the game that it's impossible to dislike him, you know? So I think that he's supposed to be that type of character, but he's just so great that like you never really get annoyed by him. But like for the whole first act, he's supposed to be like actively working against you, actively annoying you, you know, and then slowly be redeemed throughout the game. But yeah, like he's so charming that it's like hard to even say he ever like you more of just understand why he's acting that way the whole game. Like the whole game, whenever he's like, we gotta save the princess, or I'm gonna trick the party because I gotta save the princess, it's like, yeah, I get it. Like I understand why he's doing this, right? Rob is a bit more like frustrating. Like some of the things he does, you're like, why are you like this? You know? You never feel that way about Steiner. Steiner, you're like, I get it. I understand why you're like this. I hope you change. I hope, like, you know, you can meet eye to eye with the party at some point, but, like, I get why you're like this. And Rob, you understand it as well, but you want him to change more. Like, we get why Rob is the way he is. He grew up basically being a prisoner in the castle. He's like, he grew up without the ability to understand being a commoner because he grew up in royalty, but then he became a prisoner for however many years, I forget how many years. So like he lived a very frustratingly difficult life. He was not given the tools to be a prisoner, and yet he was a prisoner, you know. Like, not that anyone is really given the tools to be a prisoner, but someone who's a commoner their entire life becoming a prisoner or becoming like a servant, they're going to have more tools and understanding to like deal with it and cope with it than someone who is born in royalty and then becomes a prisoner and a servant. And then you see like how much they treated him like trash too, like even more. He was treated worse than the other servants because they knew that he came from royalty. So, you know, he was not only was he in prison, but the prisoners knew who he was and treated him even worse kind of deal. And then on top of that, all he really has in his life is Len, and so his undying loyalty to her makes sense. But then his, you know, royal background and lack of understanding of the world gets frustrating at times when he's like racist or against reason, you know. And that's the part of him that we want to change. We don't want to, we understand why he does the things he does, but we want him to change to be a better person because he's got this very closed-minded view of the world because of his past. Yeah, and everyone hated his father, too. He came from royalty, and his father was a traitor, so, like, they treated him even more like dirt. And you get to see that firsthand when we go to the castle, which was a great scene. I loved that scene. I gotta fix my party because everything's screwed up. You go there, and I think fine, I guess. I thought I had become stronger these past few years, but look at me now. Locked up like a common thief, and worst of all, unable to save my friends. They trusted me and threw down their weapons, and how am I repaying them? By signing their death warrant. I am still too weak. If only I had more power. Princess! Rob, Glenn, what are you all doing here? Kidnapping princesses is a quirk that is very difficult to get rid of. Come with us, Len. We're going to steal the grimoire. You are heading for the stone? Speak no more. I shall join you. But why would... Was that even a question? Just be aware that the blood of Taran's soldiers will be shed again. I guess that's a good point. I know. The situation has changed. My brother is about to use the Grand Grimoire. We need to stop it on behalf of the people of Volandis. We fight for every citizen of this land. Anyone who stands between us and the Grimoire can no longer be considered a fellow countryman. He is an enemy of Volandis. That's pretty wild for her to say that. Kind of reminds me of, like, Garnet's path, but a bit different. Instead of her having to come to terms with her being a queen, Len had to come to terms with the fact that her kingdom is basically dead. And she needs to build a new kingdom. Very good, but now quickly. I am ashamed that I have to be saved like a damsel in distress. But now is not the time to whine. Okay, real quick. I have a new weapon. For you. I need horns. And I have a new weapon for you. I'm actually going to leave her weapon on for now because I don't have enough slots. You, on the other hand, can change. Also, can I make a better amulet master because I have a ton of these? Let's see, I have a 3-slot, purity 3. What's the best way to do this? If I do this, I get a 4 3-slot purity 2. Oh, whoops, that's Anchor Master. I can get a 4 purity 2. Seven purity 1. 4 purity 1. 3 purity 2. It's probably the best I can get. But 7 doesn't do anything anyways. But 5 does. Let's do that. I just have a bad sense of direction. All he has is items. Yeah, I like that the music overrides the battle music, too. Always a great thing when RPGs do that. Wow. Sienna said, everybody dies. Now tell me this doesn't look like a Final Fantasy XII map. I've never seen an airship like this before. Look around you. Everything is made of stone and metal. Wonder how many engines are needed to hold the weight of this ship in the sky. This guy just doesn't even know we're prisoners, I guess. Just yapping. Just yapping away. How's it going, Joe? Good to see you, man. Do you want to know why this ship is called the Aurora? Prince Frederick named it when he visited the Aurora's sister ship in the Arnsreich. You know, military ships are often painted light blue on their underside to make them harder to see from the ground. For most airships, that makes sense, but not for the Aurora. The ship is a huge block in the sky. You can paint it any way you want, and you're still going to notice it. Prince Frederick was amused by this and said that this wide blue surface shines like a northern light in the sky, hence the name Aurora. Is this where we came from? Yeah. Oh, but I gotta find a way to open this door, I guess. Oh, never mind. I just have to take the elevator from the other side. Winged cape. Gives you some agility. Who has the most agility? Sienna? My boss said thanks for the sub. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Timo's boss. I get down there? You are not Tibbo's boss's boss. Staggered? What are you talking about? Boom. Let me make sure more rare drops was on. I'm working, I promise. Oh, my damage. Staggered. Whoa. Sudden sky armor. Oh my god. He does so much damage. Alright. Alright. I meant to revive Rob. Ah, the overheat damage. Bit of an oof here. Sky armors. And even 2 airships to choose from. Fate's on our side once again. Glenn, you take the sky armor. We will try and locate the Pegasus and the Grand Grimoire with one of those airships. Yes. Ouch. Kylian? This is where our paths part. Glenn, you gotta trust me on this. Unhand me right now! You bastard, hands off the princess! Wait, I don't understand. What is the meaning of this, Kylian? We take the airship and leave Volandis, together with Len. Trust me and come to my side. I will explain everything later. Do not move. I like Len, but I will not hesitate to harm her. I knew that you could not be trusted. What madness has taken you, Kylian? Madness? Do you believe we all lived all this time on my family's money alone? That source dried up a long time ago. I was forced to take a second job as a scout for my benefactor. Who paid you for this? Iskanya? Gravos? You said you were going to leave Volandis, right? So it was Nebrelia, wasn't it? I received this mission in Tormund. As a hostage, she will make sure that less blood will flow in the upcoming war against Nebrelia. How can you betray us? Where are your principles? Don't speak of principles. You have been trying to revive the Band of the Iron Bull for several moons now. How many people have we killed since then? How many people have we killed on this airship alone? We can skip all the bloodshed if we sell her to Nebrelia. How could you be sure of this? You said yourself that the path we are taking is paved with corpses. There is no other route. Why should it suddenly be so simple? Do you think I'm wrong? I do, Kylian. I can't follow you. There is as much blood on your path as there is on mine. But at least I can walk mine with my head held high. You of all people want to go your own way? You who always held my hand? Don't make me laugh. Then go forward with your head held high. But remember that the one who always looks upwards will stumble at some point. What a line. Remember that the one who always looks upwards will stumble at some point. Before you know it, you'll be one of the corpses, a part of the pavement. I, on the other hand, will never lose sight of this path. Kylian. Enough! I told you that I have had enough of being the damsel in distress. This is the end of it. I'm going to murder this pig. We do not have time for that. Glenn, get to the sky armor. Glenn! Yes. Dang it. Dude, crazy. It reminds me of, what's his name in 12? And it happens on the airship, too. What's his name? The one with the giant sword? Vossler. I knew it was a V. Vossler. It's kind of Vossler vibes, although way more intense. Because Vossler we had for like 2 seconds. Kylian's literally been here since the beginning. You hear me, Glenn? Apparently these things have radios. I hear you. Not much time to get accustomed to your new gear. Listen, there are several sky armors approaching. Don't fly over here. You must take the route through the machine room. Leave the Aurora through the exit south of the elevator. Understood. Kylian, why? No, I must focus on the Grand Grimoire. The time has finally come. I won't let the events in Wernshire repeat. I will stop the Grand Grimoire. Sky armor has 2 modes of traversal, hover mode and fly mode. In hover mode, your sky armor travels on ground level and has similar boundaries as when journeying on foot. However, your sky armor can hover over surfaces that are approximately on the same level as the ground. In fly mode, your sky armor can fly over every obstacle. In the Aurora's hangar, only hover mode is available. Encountering an encounter while in the sky armor triggers a new battle mode. In this mode, there are 2 big changes. Instead of switching party members, the sky armor can now switch gears. Once per turn, a sky armor can switch their gear up 1 level, and switching gears while in gear 2, the sky armor jumps back to gear 0. In gear 1, sky armors deal and receive normal damage, skills have normal TP costs. In gear 2, sky armors deal and receive more damage, skills cost more TP. In gear 0, sky armors deal and receive normal damage, they cannot use any skills. Attack, defend, and the use of items restores a huge amount of TP in addition to the actual action. In Gear 2, your Sky Armors become killing machines, but run out of TP very quickly. Switch into Gear 0 to restore TP before switching back into Gear 1 to be able to use skills again. The overdrive bar functions differently. The cursor starts in the middle. There is now no overdrive area, but instead 2 overheat zones. You want the cursor to stay out of these areas. Skill types no longer influence the cursor's direction. The direction of the cursor is now determined by the gear the Sky Armor is in. Actions used in Gear 1, move it to the right. Gear 2, move it to the left. 0 doesn't move it. Put your Sky Armors into the right gear to not only deal additional damage or restore TP, but to also juggle the overdrive bar. The skills available in battle depend on the weapon type chosen. Every weapon type comes with its own set of 4 skills. The Sky Armor can equip a melee weapon and a long-range weapon for a total of 8 skills. Not all 4 skills of a weapon type are available from the beginning. The pilot needs to raise their proficiency in the particular weapon type to learn new skills. Bro, what is this? This game already had so many mechanics. It was, like, insane. Now it's like a whole different game. What is... Oh my god. Proficiency is raised by winning encounters in the Sky Armor and earning SP. The SP earned will then be dispersed amongst pilots' proficiencies, with the largest portion going to the weapon equipped and the remainder evenly distributed to the others. Brother, this game is insane! Also, this is freaking epic. And the song is epic. How do I get this? God, this song. Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't even cost a turn. 1,700 damage! See you later. Oh, I feel bad for these guys. Just a casual 3,400 damage. They put that fight there for a reason. Little neuron activation there. We've reached the enemy, Your Highness. Good. Has General Godfrey finished channeling his magic? Almost, Your Highness. Your Highness, our prisoners have stolen an airship. Celestia's baggage. Take them down. Yes, Your... A moment. It's the princess. Princess Celestia appears to be on the ship. What is she thinking? Your command, Your Highness? Tsk. No choice but to ignore them. Concentrate on General Godfrey. As your command. Look over there. It's the Pegasus. I don't even have to look to feel all that ether that is being channeled. That is General Godfrey. We met him in Eden. He has been channeling some spell like that for hours. This ether, this is not a power a human should be able to wield. And right behind him is a purple Sky Armor. That is our target. Glenn, can you hear me? Yes, have you discovered the grimoire? Look to your right. General Godfrey seems to be casting a powerful spell right now. Behind him is the Sky Armor carrying the Grand Grimoire. I see him. Wait, what is this? Oh my... What power? I've never seen anything like it. That was no common spell. Something tells me that Gawain tinkered with it. Glenn, the general is getting into the sky armor. He will try to use the Grand Grimoire behind enemy lines. Not if I get him first. What are you doing? He is the one the radio message was about. Get him. You think you could stop me? Big gun. It's kind of tricky because I got no way to heal. Well, I got repair kits, but... Who the heck is this pilot? He fights like a madman. Don't stand in my way. I can't get over the fact that we have, like, something crazy going on with Glenn and all of his powers. And then we have Kylian, who just betrayed us, but then he also knows more about Glenn, and yet still betrayed us, even though he knows, like, something. And then there's Victor, who also has something going on that we don't know about yet. And then there's the Grand Grimoire that we gotta stop. And then there's the Prince and Len. But then Len's also, like, a goddess. And we don't even know what's going on with her. Like, good lord. This game is crazy. And then now we just, like, unlocked a whole new freaking combat mode, which we knew was going to happen because it showed us the gear battle at the very beginning of the game. The first gear battle we did was the very first battle of the game, and we haven't seen it since. How far are we into the game? We've not, like, 20 plus hours. I don't even know what episode we're on at this point. This is like episode either 23 or 24. We're like 24 hours into the game. And we're finally doing our first gear fight. And it's completely different mechanics. We're hearing music we haven't heard before. Like, bro. This game is unbelievable. How is this a... I mean, I want to ask, how is this an indie game? But it's because it took the dude like 7 years to make it. But good lord. How is this an indie game? Did this guy work on this game for 23 hours a day for 7 years? Because I don't think 7 years is enough. If you could tell me he made this in 14 years, I'd still be shocked.